Good afternoon, I'm Malcolm Jordan and this is your midday news fix for Tuesday, the 12th of May. The Prime Minister says high-emitting businesses don't need High Court checks and balances. The government's announced plans to clarify the Climate Change Response Act to prevent companies being sued for climate damage. It will apply to current and future cases, which would halt an ongoing High Court case against 6 emitters, including Fonterra. Chris Luxon says that's a novel case and they want it made clear to businesses. The government doesn't think that approach is right.
This is just a case that we don't think is helpful. We want to get the balance right, and that's why we're providing more clarity and certainty. It's as simple as that.
The Finance Minister says we'll see early warning signs before moving to restricting fuel use. The government's updated its fuel response plan to only apply limits from Phase 4. That's when emergency and health services, schools and courts would get uncapped priority access, and food and freight companies would be asked to reduce use. Nicola Willis says we'll move methodically through phases before the severe point of rationing.
That's why we've taken extra steps to secure reserves, because that would help us eke out our fuel if we were getting delayed shipments.
2 people have been injured, one critically after separate assaults at rendezvous set up through dating apps at Invercargill's Queen's Park. Southland Police say it appears people are using apps to lure people to secluded locations late at night intending to attack. Acting Inspector Mel Robertson says one victim's in critical care after an assault on Friday and a second was seriously injured on Sunday. A warning on International Nurses Day. Nurses could be reaching breaking point. The People Select Committee, a cross-party group of former women MPs, judged the government cancellation of pay equity claims a gross abuse of Parliament. Auckland University nursing professor Andrew Jull says chronic understaffing and legislative changes pressured the overburdened workforce. He says nurses have poor job satisfaction and feel morally injured.
They're angry. They can't deliver optimal care, and as a consequence, they burn out.
And Health New Zealand is promising to work through staff concerns about safety and a culture of fear at Christchurch's Hillmorton Mental Hospital. The Transport Minister says new reports about the Auckland Harbour Bridge show why a second harbour crossing is needed. NZTA reports show the 67-year-old bridge has various defects and is at risk of failure. Chris Bishop says plans for a new crossing are expected by the middle of the year.
This will be the single biggest infrastructure project New Zealand's ever built, and we want to take a bipartisan approach to it and act in the national interest.
It's official. Senior National MP Judith Collins has given her resignation letter to the Speaker. She's leaving politics to head the Law Commission and will deliver her valedictory speech tonight. And Sir Peter Jackson is receiving one of international cinema's highest honours at the Cannes Film Festival. The New Zealand Film Commission says the Palme d'Or recognises a career that's reshaped the industry and put the country on the map. To sport, 2011 World Cup winning rugby coach Sir Graham Henry will be a selector for the All Blacks as part of Dave Rennie's new panel. And Tottenham remain 2 points off relegation with 2 matches of the Premier League football season remaining after a 1-1 draw with Leeds. I'm Malcolm Jordan, that's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at 5 p.m. from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.